Hey, good morning, guys. Pastor Snowd, North Life Baptist Church. I'm just here this morning at Worcester Cemetery here in our beautiful city and town, and just wanted to take a minute and share with you about our upcoming Morning of Worship Sunday. And I just walked through some of the gravestones and going back down memory lane as we've buried some family members and folks from our church family in this cemetery. And just thinking about grief and sorrow, and yet also this morning, the beautiful sunshine, the hope that's beyond the grave, Jesus Christ and all that he means for us. And just want to take a minute and share about the heart behind our Morning of Worship Sunday. The spirit of it is this, that faith, according to the Psalms, if you look carefully at them, faith's profile is not always smiling. Sometimes it's sorrowful, it's grieving, it's processing, gut-wrenching, emotional struggles, both from crisis loss, as would be buried and represented in this place I'm at this morning, but also it would be the chronic things, the drip, the perpetual battles that many in our church and family and community are facing. And so this Sunday we're hosting at our church what we're calling Morning of Worship, a time of processing grief and sorrow through the bittersweet discipline of lament. What do we do with sorrow? What do we do with pain? And how do we come to God with it in a way that's raw and honest, but also sanctifying and elevating in our focus? And so we're going to be looking at that this Sunday morning and Sunday night. Just a couple things quickly about that. Number one, 10:30 in the morning, we'll be hosting our morning service talking about lament, teaching on that. We'll begin with some special music, and we'll have a Q&A panel with some of our folks who've lost spouses and children and dealing with chronic illnesses. So that'll be at the beginning of the service. And then we'll be studying in Psalm 42, looking at lament and how David models that perfectly and what we can learn from that. And so that'll be our morning service. We'll be introducing a new song, some special music, all at 10:30 a.m. We also will be passing out a book, a brand new book that merges our pain and sorrow with worship. Has in this book, a tremendous book from Crossway, some newer hymns and how that can help us. So I encourage you to be here for the service at 10:30 a.m. North Life Baptist Church, 2437 Back Orville Road here in Worcester, and invite someone to come with you that's processing grief. After that, we'll be hosting a luncheon for anyone who is a widow or widower, not fussing over you, just want to encourage you, have a meal together with my wife and I. And so we're encouraged to have that with you after the morning service in our classroom wing. And then at 5:30 in the evening, we'll be having one of our men share a testimony of some valleys and things that God has brought his family through. We'll also be watching a 13-minute video featuring Johnny Erickson Tata and just how God has used worship in her life, and especially the dark, lonely moments of the night with all that she's processed in the painful circumstances of her life. So 10:30 a.m., luncheon to follow for widows and widowers, and then our 5:30 evening service, we'll be passing out one of those books as well in the evening service. So I encourage you to be here, be at the church this Sunday, 10:30 a.m., 5:30 p.m., and invite someone to come with you. If you're part of the community watching this, we'd be honored to have you join us for Morning of Worship, August the 21st. That'll be at 10:30 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you Sunday.